Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I just watched the UFC 257 ceremonial weigh-ins. They were awesome. I had chills watching so many different fighters come in. Chills, little chills. I did change my bet after, that's why I watch it. I watch it, see how they look. I did change one of my bets that I've previously covered. The first one, I'm now taking Zhumagulov. I think he's gonna. He looked more. I don't know. I can do a whole show on the weigh-in, like Clint does. He does the post weigh-in picks after weigh-in or the final weigh-in. Odds. They do a four-way show about the weigh-ins and how the fighters look. Anyway, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing today is giving you the capper comparison picks for UFC 257, the main and co-main event. Yeah, I did a prelim show. I did a sort of weak main card last night. I did the two female fights. So let's get on with the co-main and main event. These are going to be awesome fights. The ceremonial weigh-in show, UFC, that was awesome. That was great. Awesome. I got chills. I'm still shaking it off a little bit. Okay. For the co-main event, we have at lightweight, Dan the Hangman Hooker. He's taking on from Bellator, Michael Iron Chandler. All right, this is going to be a great one. It's tough to pick. To be honest, you already know this one's kind of one-sided, but looking at the odds. But here, Hooker comes in as a favorite at minus 146, not bad. Chandler's the underdog at plus 126. Okay, the rounds are set at 3-round fights. 2.5 is the total. Both way you're paying, both either over or under, paying a little bit of juice. Okay. Hooker, Hangman. His last fight was a loss, coming off the unanimous. He's coming off a unanimous decision loss to Dustin Poirier. And Mike Chandler from Bellator, he's coming off a win against Benson Henderson. All right. And that was via TKO ground and pound. This is his UFC debut, but he's been in Bellator kicking ass for 11 years or something. So he should have been in UFC probably about 5 years ago. A long time coming. Dan the Handman Hooker is welcome him with open arms. He says, "Come on." And he's like, he thinks he's gonna. He told me, he's like, "I'm gonna keep taking him down." Well, Dan Hooker says, "Go ahead, try it." I'm not easy to take down, and when I do get taken down, it's hard to keep me down. Anyways, this is gonna be a fantastic fight. Hooker does have a 6.5-inch reach advantage and a 4-inch height advantage. You can clearly see it in the. He was looking down at him a little bit. You can see it in the weigh-ins, face off. That show I just watched. Okay. Let's just get right into this. Dan Hooker's fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand. Welcome to Shitty Walk. Shitty kickboxing. No, I'm kidding. He's every time I see city kickboxing now, I think of the South Park, hello, Shitty Walk, Shitty kickboxing. But city kickboxing, that also has the Kai Kara France and Israel Adesanya, both trained from city kickboxing. Chandler, fighting out of Sanford MMA, who houses and even in, you can see training clips with Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. So both these guys are coming from good camps with good fighters in the camps, So if you take into their training facilities, yeah, they're pretty much even. They both have good fighters in both. Okay, let's get on with these picks. All right. All right. If you're new to my show, what I do is I take handicappers, my favorite handicappers off of YouTube, and I put their picks side by side so you can compare who the handicappers are taking, and then I make my own decision. I'm a plus money junkie. Often I go for the underdog, but not always. I try to explain it, but I got an urge to always take that plus money. So, and just making that clear, because people are like, "You're crazy." I am a little crazy, but it's a gambling game. All right, here we go. Dan Hooker, the Hangman. Aside from that loss to Dustin Poirier, I gotta speak about this a little bit. He's coming off a split decision win over Paul Felder, a win over L.I. Quinta, where a unanimous decision, a win over James Vick, TKO ground and pound. Before that, he did get a knockout body punch, lost to Edson Barboza. I just want to put that out there. Dan Hooker's no joke. Okay? And taking him, we've got the MMA Guru. All these guys I used in prior UFC 257 videos. I only made the two. I made the one last night for the two female fights in the main card, and I did a prelim video where I only did the 3 fights. So I don't have like 25 cappers. I got, I think, what I count, 15 total cappers. UFC pounded me with 3 fights within a week and a half span. It was like the Fight Island 7, then we got Wednesday was Fight Island 8, and now today is Saturday. So I had, I couldn't do. I got a regular full-time job. I don't have the time to put in for all this. But anyway, I did manage to get these fantastic fights. MMA Guru saying Hooker by TKO. But then we've got Levi over Hype Check and the Hype Check family. Those guys over there have Chandler breaking through. In the comments I see people put I forget whose comments was, but they're like, oh, in Tapology comments it says y'all are sleeping if you think Bellator's garbage and Mike Chandler's gonna come in and show y'all. That was I get into it anyway. Take back to Dan Hooker. We've got Clint and Boom. Brian Kelleher was on Clint Die Hard podcast. So Clint and Boom, they actually, every single fight they're in agreement with Clint and Boom. Every time, every fight on that card, they didn't disagree not once. I think Boom was just Brian Kelleher, but no, that's not necessarily true. He wasn't just complying because Clint is the professional. Boom said it. You're the gambler. You're the professional. But he was making picks prior to Clint's, and Clint often was jumping on with Boom. So anyway, they didn't. The whole card they're in agreement to. Links in the description. Check it out. It's awesome. Then we've got Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts, UFC GA. That's Leighton. He's got Chandler coming out on this one. Chandler is the better wrestler, apparently. But Hooker, he's got great takedown defense, and his stand-up is phenomenal. He's got the 6.5 inch reach advantage too. Can't forget about that, and that's why Just Bleed MMA has him by knockout. Okay, then we've got Will Martin, the Scottish guy. Will Martin, he's saying he's got Chandler by decision. He should have been he's another one believes Chandler should have been in the UFC years ago. I agree with him. Brady from DFS by the numbers. He's got Hooker. Another knockout. I see him starting to see a trend here. TKO, KO. Just saying. But I see a trend over here too with Robbie, Raw MMA News. Raw MMA. Robbie is saying by decision. I gotta put Robbie because he also had his producer on the show. The producer. That's what the guy's name is. And the producer is on board with Dan the Hangman Hooker. The producer. I should put Raw MMA there too also, but same show. Okay? Different handicapper. Then we've got my boy Vlad. UFC Celebrities and Classics. I'm a big supporter. He's a supporter of me. He tries to promote me. I appreciate that. I watch all the fights with him because he's not obnoxious like the. I used to. I don't smear names or anything. I'm not about that. But anyway, I like watching fights with Vlad. It's low stress. I don't have to worry about trolls as much. Vlad's quick on the kick, banning and kicking people out of their chat for stupid stuff. Where other live watch-alongs, like I play the fight on one screen, then I have the chat, like the Vlad and his watch-along on another screen, and I used to do that with other. I'm not going to name names. Like I said, I don't talk smack about people, but the other ones I used to watch along with, there'd be so many trolls in the chat just throwing up stupid things and remarks, and a lot of them are just they're more drama about he said she said crap than the actual fighting. And I don't really care about what the so and so thinks about so and so and the drama and little, who cares about that? I can't bet on that stuff. All I care about is the fighting, and that's what's awesome with watching these fights. He's gonna be watching this today. It's public, it's open. He'll join the chat. I'll be in there. He'll be on. We'll all be in there. There's only maybe at most 24 people in there. At the most I've ever seen. It's not like a odds or anything where you got 366 people in the chat, it's nothing like that. It's low key. That's why I like it. I feel comfortable in there. Vlad, you're the man, the Bulgarian cowboy. Check him out. He does every fight is broken months in advance usually, but he had to, of course, he makes them. If there's changes, he's on it. Boom, he's on to all the fight, like Sarukian versus Frivola now. He already did a video for that one. Boom, on it. But most of these, like this video, I think he did a month ago. the prelim video for here, or the early prediction video for Hooker Chandler. He did that months ago. Anyway. Back to this. He's on Michael Chandler. Good for you, Vlad. I like that. eBay's. It's your boy, eBay's. eBay's has Hooker by KO in the third. I like that too. Seeing the trend. Look at a lot of these cappers are saying KO, 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 KO. A lot of the people taking Chandler are saying decision, decision, decision. So, I mean, MMA fortune teller. He didn't say how, but he's on board with Chandler. Yep. He's been a Chandler fan in the UFC for a while, according to the MMA fortune teller. Definitely check him out. Subscribe to him. Then we have one of my new favorite guys, MMA gambling expert. This is I gotta shorten his name. I'm just gonna write expert. No, gambling expert. Yeah, I'll just write gambling expert. Well, I found out because I'm gonna update his link because he did a video. I don't know, yesterday, 15 hours ago, and it's about this fight. And remember that Atman Azatar? I thought because Tapology has his fight canceled by COVID-19 protocol, breaking protocol or something. A gambling expert said what really happened was he was out like out in Abu Dhabi on the fight island. He was cutting wristbands or something of because you get a wristband to come watch the event. He was selling cut wristbands backstage to people, and which is crazy. I'm sure he was making a pretty penny from that, but he got caught and now he's banned from the UFC, like kicked right out of the UFC. Unfortunate. And I thought he came from money. Because I watched another Capper show when I was, researching his fight against Matt Frivola. And so Just Bleed, somebody said he's already wealthy. And those are the guys that are dangerous because they're just fighting just for the fun of fighting. Like Conor, he doesn't need the money. He doesn't have to worry about paying bills or nothing. This guy is already, Atman Azatar was already wealthy, but he's still doing this shiesty. He's selling already clipped wristbands to people backstage or whatnot to get into the event. What an idiot. Just lost it. See you in Bellator, maybe. Anyway, I appreciate that info, MMA gambling expert. I really like his show. It's awesome. He's got Dan Hooker winning. He does on his show. He does this. He's got the Google pages. Like he shows them on a screen. Like this fight, he said he went 3 pages deep with it's like stats and stuff. And at the bottom, he does his own. He'll like 5-star rank like their jiu-jitsu, their striking, their defense, their cardio. I forget all the variables that he. And when he was all said and done, he said, according to his papers, which like I use whiteboards, he uses the Google pages. I forgot what they are. I didn't whatever. But he said he's watched hours of video on both these guys, which that's why I do this, because I don't have that hours. I don't have that time to watch all those past fights. That's why I just watch cappers and take their info in. So anyway, he's definitely one of my new favorites. MMA gambling expert. Check him out. And he said after watching hours of fight footage between Dan Hooker and old Michael Chandler fights, he's given the edge to Hooker. Everything's pointing at Hooker to come out the winner here. Yeah, but he's not putting a bet on it because it's tight and Chandler could come out with the upset victory. All right. Speaking of Chandler coming out with the upset victory, both Matt and Craig Allen from Fight Night Picks, both of those guys are on board with Mike Chandler. So now we're back. We're down to the tiebreaker. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. The 15th capper. Last guy, Burt MMA. He's got this unique. It's unique. He talks so fast. It reminds me of when I was a kid. They used to have these little cars called micro machines, and in the commercial for the cars, the guy talks so fast. I think he has a Guinness Book of World Records of the most words spoken in the fastest talker. He did so many words in such a time. I think Burt MMA can compete with this guy because this kid talks so fast. And it's like he'll slow up on some words like amazing, take down defensive, and he'll just go into this. Check him out, definitely check him out. It's interesting his inflection voice. Anyway, in this fight for the tiebreaker, Burt MMA is going with the Hangman Dan Hooker. Burt MMA. Links are all in the description. Definitely check him out. So this is a tight one, but if you can tell by how I broke this down with all the cappers, I'm picking Dan the Hangman Hooker. I like Michael Chandler, don't get me wrong, but this is striker versus grappler, and from the weigh-in ceremony, I was already leaning Hooker anyway, but then after watching that, Hooker was, that weigh-in ceremony, cool as a cucumber, just smiling, just nonchalantly walking up. Chandler comes and he's like, yeah! He's like pumped. He's pumped. But I guess he's a little bit nervous, and there was a little bit of talk. I don't know what was said, but Hooker was just laughing, like looking down at him. Yeah. I'm confident that Dan Hooker should be able to get this done. And the build up, like if you watch the ceremonial weigh-ins, of course they have a little for the co-main and the main event. They got this little intro build up, like they want to, before the guys come out to do the face down and the weigh-ins ceremonial stuff, they do this backstory build up. It's only a few minutes, like 2-minute build up, and yeah, I like Dan Hooker in that. He says he's going to take me down. Well, come try it. I'm not easy to take down, and when I do, I'm not easy to keep down, because he's, I'm not good with accents, but he's Australian, fighting out of shitty kickboxing. So anyway, yeah, I'm taking Hooker. I think he's going to get it done by KO. Just like Guru, Dustbleed, DFS, eBays, and probably a couple of these other guys that decided not to pick their method. But there it is. Moving on to the main event. We've got, this is going to be a great one. We got Dustin Diamond Poirier. I think it's Poirier. Yeah, I guess if you want to say it with the French inflection, Poirier. Or Poirier. Dustin Poirier taking on Conor Anthony McGregor. Conor Notorious McGregor. I definitely can't do that, the Irish accent. I'm horrible with that. But anyway, everybody knows this is going to be a banger. Dustin Poirier did lose to him back in 2014, long time ago. He's got a record of 26-6, 1 no contest. He's the underdog here at plus 255. Yes, people, plus 255. Conor McGregor, the most popular fighter probably in UFC. Even outlayers that don't watch UFC know Conor McGregor. That's why he's the most popular, fan-getting, attention-grabbing, pay-per-view getting fighter. Conor McGregor, who's more popular in UFC than Conor McGregor? I don't think anybody. Because like I said, people that don't even watch UFC, they know Conor McGregor, they know his name. Fought Floyd Mayweather and boxing, got knocked out 10th round, but still he went against the greatest boxer. Conor McGregor. He doesn't need any introductions. He's already, my legacy's cast in stone. I can't do it, but his legacy is cast in stone already. But like I said, they got the preview thing before and it was awesome. I definitely suggest watching the UFC ceremonial weigh-ins. Okay, Dustin Poirier, Diamond. He's coming off that win over Hooker the Hangman, unanimous decision win. Prior to that, he lost to Khabib, of course, but so did McGregor, both by rear naked choke. Prior to that, Poirier pieced up Max Holloway for a unanimous decision. Max Holloway, okay, and then he knocked out Eddie Alvarez, and before that, he knocked out Justin Gaethje in the 4th round. One of the heaviest hitters in the lightweight division. Now, another thing to take note on, Dustin Poirier in 2014, forever ago, when he lost to Conor McGregor, he knocked out in the 1st round. That fight was at 145. And Dustin Poirier said that fight changed his life. That loss was day one of the new Dustin Poirier. He's now a father. He's different. He's better than he was. And at 155, he has a tougher chin too. He's got a solid chin now too. So I don't know if that KO is going to happen this time. Conor McGregor did say he's going to knock him out within 60 seconds. This time, he said he actually complimented. He said Dustin Poirier is good. He's actually a great fighter, but he's still great is still levels below me. Yes sir. Dustin Poirier is a great fighter, but it's still levels below me. That was Conor McGregor, and he did say he's gonna knock him out within 60 seconds. Just saying. He usually is a man of his word. Usually. Okay, we're gonna start with Notorious. Notorious is coming off that win against Cowboy Cerrone. You know, everybody knows he did that shoulder strike and then kick to the head, TKO first round. Then he had that loss to Khabib, rear naked choke, and everybody was saying that was when he was promoting whiskey, so he was kind of like having fun, doing a little bit of whiskey drinking, but whatever, man. I don't know. And now he is looking fantastic. His clips and the training clips, he's looking the best you're getting the best Conor McGregor. So it's going to be a great fight. Before getting choked out by Khabib, he beat Eddie Alvarez, knocked him out. And then he had the back-to-back with Nate Diaz. First time he got submitted. Second time he won by decision. That little, brawl with Nate Diaz, that thing. So here we go. Taking Conor McGregor, fighting out of Straight Blast Gym in Ireland. Oh, Poirier, he's fighting out of American Top Team. So who does he train with? Who's his lightweight? Jorge Masvidal. Not bad person to train with. Not bad, So anyway, here we go. Conor McGregor. We've got, I'm going to start from the bottom of the list and go up, and it's a big list. Clint and Boom Brian Kelleher. Brian Kelleher and Clint and Boom. I told you they agreed on every single fight. They're going Conor McGregor. This is what they said. They said KO, but the bet is the over. Well, Boom thinks it's going to happen within 60 seconds because, Boom said Conor McGregor's man of his word, keeps on it, or something to that effect. Check it out. Links in the description. But Brian Kelleher said KO first round. Then Clint talked him into the over because Clint goes, well, the durability of Dustin Poirier is there. He's not to be cliche, but he's battle tested, all this stuff. But so they're thinking McGregor by KO, but the over 1.5, and then Clint said on top of that he's going to say the over 2.5 because his book offers both. These odds here are all from Bet Online. That's my main book that I use. I use Bet Online and Bovada mainly, so it's going to be. But this one's definitely from Bet Online this morning. Okay, then we got the fast talking Burt MMA. Now Burt is saying he likes gumballs. He definitely says that in every video. Well, he doesn't say it. It's in the description. I like gumballs. But anyway, he's saying a first round KO or decision. If he doesn't knock him out in the first round. Good morning, Brandon. How are you, buddy? Good. Did you sleep well? Yeah. Good. First round KO or decision. If it gets past first round, he thinks Conor win by decision. Okay. Then we have the teller. MMA fortune teller. Also taking McGregor. McGregor is 305. But you know what? That line opened up at minus 170. Then, because of his popularity and all these outlying, not hardcore UFC fans, but fans of Conor McGregor, they start throwing money in. They start moving that line. If anybody that's fighting McGregor, and he was even favored against Khabib. Anybody fighting McGregor is going to be the underdog. So, and if the closer you wait to fight time, that number is going to keep crawling and crawling and crawling. More people, like I said, it started at minus 170. That's where it opened up at. Now it's at minus 305. But when these guys were given all these cappers were given their predictions, it was hovering around, 290 or I saw it like 270, 290. Now, this morning, minus 305, and that may still go up. So anyway, fortune teller, he's saying by KO, and he does also said, and the KO prop, minus 2, right now it's at, I think, minus 250 for KO, for McGregor. So the KO prop's not even paying out. So anyway, Teller said there is a big, wide gap. The line is way too wide, but he is going to take McGregor by KO, TKO, whatever. Then your boy eBay's also. eBay's likes McGregor TKO round 2. So that would be over the 1.5, but under the 2.5. So that's a good pick right there, eBay's. It's your boy. And then we got Robbie, Raw MMA, and the producer. They're both Irish, so they're biased. Raw MMA, both of them, Robbie and producer. I'm just gonna Raw MMA news it. Yeah, they're both thick Irish accents. I like Robbie. I like his show. He's one of my favorite handicappers overseas. I like the accent. It's fun. But yeah, him and the producer are both Irish, right, Dublin, Ireland. So of course they're gonna be biased and take the favorite here. They're homies. You know what I mean? They're gonna take the hometown favorite and the public favorite. Everybody likes Conor McGregor. Everybody. Where we at? DFS Brady also saying KO. Then we've got Just Bleed saying KO. I'm seeing a trend here. But like I said, the KO bet, the line odds on KO from McGregor, TKO, KO, minus 250 or something. Oi, really? Will Martin, he's from the UK, Scotland, I believe, but still pretty much a homie. He's taking McGregor. Leighton, another UK guy, I think for England. He's saying TKO round 1. He's with that's McGregor said it. He said, I'm going to knock him out in 60 seconds. A lot of people are taking that prop. Man, look at this. I'm seeing a trend. KO, first round KO, KO, TKO, KO, KO, KO. It's getting repetitive, guys. Hype check. He's got McGregor to win, but he is not betting. There is definitely no value, and the line was less than minus 305 at the time he did his video. I think it was like minus 270 or something like that. Anyway, no value, but we'll take Conor McGregor for the win. And the final, not final, we got two outliers. We've got MMA Knit Cap Guru, another from the UK. I do believe he's also in England. MMA Guru is taking McGregor. I'm not sure. I think he might have said KO. I just wrote down him. I don't know if he maybe just says he gets it done. That's what he says a lot. But we do have contrarian picks from two cappers. Two cappers. Okay, they're gonna fill up this and this. But first, one half of the cappers is on board with McGregor. I'm talking about the Allen brothers, the Fight Night picks. Fight Night picks. Taking McGregor is the older brother, Craig Allen. Fight Night picks, Craig is on board with McGregor. Okay? But his brother, Matt, is taking Dustin, Diamond, Poirier. Fight Night picks Matt. He thinks the durability, he's like these guys, like some of these guys, like Bert said, and a couple of these guys. If McGregor doesn't, if he gets past the first round, Poirier, and he thinks the durability is there to get past the first round, if he gets past the first round, he thinks Poirier's gas tank is cardio is better, a little bit better than McGregor's, and I've heard that from other people. McGregor's quicker, faster, but expels a lot of energy in the first round. So if you get past that first round, then you should Poirier, like Matt, this is what Matt's saying. If he gets past that first round, he should have the durability to either win by points or potentially even TKO. But it's hard to tell. This is going to be a great fight. And to close it all off, we've got, I'm going to put Matt Allen. Might just cover that whole board. We've got my boy, the Bulgarian Cowboy, in his, this video, Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics. Now this is the deal with his, he had a video, it was done, I want to say 2 months ago for this fight, and in the video he's like, oh, this fight, I don't think it's going to happen. He goes, I think this is just talk. This is because maybe it was 4 months ago. I don't know. It's crazy long time ago though. And he was in his. It looks like he's in his kitchen, the background. I think. I don't know. But he was saying, yeah, that he didn't think this fight was even going to happen. But if it does happen, he's going to break it down anyway. It's how he opens up and ends. He's like, if this fight happens, I'm going to take Dustin Poirier. And then someone in the comments said, hey, can you do a new video because you didn't think this fight was going to happen and now it's going to? And he's like, his reply was, still taking Poirier. Love it, Vlad, love it. Love it. I love it. So UFC Celebrity Classics is still taking Dustin Poirier. Oh, I love it. So, and you know what? You know me. You know me. Look at that, plus 255. I'm gonna wait on it. Wait till it gets up to plus 270 maybe. I don't know. Man, I already put bets on it. Whatever. I'm on the same line as Matt Allen. I think if he gets past that first round, he should be able to surprise and shock the world. That line is wide because the public loves Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor is a beast. He's one of the best of all time. He's, as he even said, what he's like, you're great, but that's still levels or layers below me. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm going with the underdog here. I know, and the fans, my subscribers are gonna, crucify me in the comments, but so be it. I don't care. I think, honestly, to be honest with you, if I wasn't gambling this fight and I was watching it, I'd be rooting for Poirier. But I think McGregor will probably win. But I don't even want to talk that crap. I'm taking Poirier. I'm going with Vlad, my man Vlad, and Matt Allen. I'm taking Dustin Poirier. I think he's gonna edge out a decision. Yeah, he goes. Look at Max Holloway. Who else? Dan Hooker, yeah, he went decision. In the past 5 fights, he went decision twice. Conor McGregor, he's went in his last 5 fights, he went to decision once against Nate Diaz. So, I'm in agreement with all those guys. If it gets past the first round, I'm taking Poirier, and that's how I'm betting the over. Either way, I don't feel confident enough to bet Poirier to win, but I'm going to. I'm going because I'm a gambler. I've already done it. He's already in. He's already did a round robin parlay. Like I picked 6 fighters, and round robin parlay means the betting site does, I don't know, 20 with 6 fighters. I think I did it with 7 fighters. I don't know. They do you can bet 2 fight parlays. There'll be 35 of them, or you do 3 fight parlays, 4 fight parlays, and you how much do you want to bet per parlay, and they do combinations of different fighters. That's how round robin works. If you're new to gambling, hit the parlay box, and you can parlay everything, all your fighters that you think are going to win. You can parlay them in one parlay with a bet, and it'll be phenomenal odds. It'll be a plus however many fights. What a lot of people do, I know, is they just take all the favorites, bing, 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 parlay that. But lately it hasn't been a clean sheet of favorites. I think back in September there was a clean sheet of favorites that all the favorites won, but I could be wrong there too. But I don't know. Anyway, to recap, time check. We've got, I've got Dan the Hangman Hooker upset, gonna, give a sadly unfortunate welcoming for Michael Iron Chandler into the UFC. Yeah, Mike Chandler's good, and he can win this fight, absolutely, but I got Hooker piecing him up and knocking him out. Yeah, welcome to the UFC, bud. and that was concreted for me when I saw the weigh-ins. And I have Dustin Poirier upsetting the humongous favorite, Conor McGregor. You know, everybody's like, you already beat him once. That was 2014, and Dustin Poirier's not the same fighter. And Conor McGregor, I've heard a lot of people, his own countrymen, Robbie and the producer, always looking the best shape ever. They're going to get the best Conor McGregor that we've ever seen. So, but they're, like I said, they're homies. They live in the same exact city that, So, anyway, there you have it. Gather the info. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Place your bets and cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell. I'm going to be tomorrow's football, so I probably will do another video tonight for that. Otherwise, feel free to comment. I've been replying them all. I'll pin them. I should do a thing where I give you a shirt or something. I'm not there yet. I can't do any of that crap until I get 1,000 subscribers, so it's a long time down the road. But anyway, good luck on these bets, and see you guys next episode.